Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 6. Is that awesome or what? Well, welcome. This is Life Spelled Out, and my name is Sean, and I'm the birthday girl. Just in a couple of weeks, I am having my 49th birthday. It's the last of my 40s, so I wanted to go out with a bang. Um, but a lot of people on Facebook for their birthday, they're asking like people to donate money, like for special causes and stuff like that, and that's cool, whatever. But I just want to do something else. Um, and so one day I just started making videos, and I was like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make video. I'm gonna make a video every day as I count down to my 49th birthday. So we started on November the 1st. Today is the 6th day that we're doing this. I do suffer from depression. I have some days are a whole lot better than others. And it's kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of an invisible kind of issue because it's not always prevalent. Like sometimes you wouldn't even believe um, that I actually suffer from depression. But some days are worse than others, and y'all have kind of seen some of those days, so you know how that goes. But anyway, we are talking about depression, and today we want to talk about the triggers, um, how we can recognize and avoid some of the common triggers. What is a trigger? That's something that's going to set you off and put you on that road to that dark place of depression. So what we do every day is we take the word life and we give it a different acronym, and I can't talk. We give it a different acronym for the day, and we talk about that particular acronym. So it's life spelled out. So every single day, the L is always living, because no matter what we go through, whether it's depression, um, whatever it is that we go through, because life is hard and we experience a lot of stuff in this life. But no matter what we go through in life, we got to keep on living. So for the acronym, the L is going to always be living. Um, I for today is immobilizing. F for today is future. And E is episodes. So we're living, immobilizing future episodes. Episodes of what? Well, we're talking about depression. So how do we limit these episodes of depression? How can we stop it? How can we immobilize it? You know, what are some of those things that will cause us to kind of go down that path? Everybody's different. Um, I know for me, one of the things that kind of like will kind of get me in that place where it doesn't. I mean, yeah, some people do go from 0 to 100 real quick, but it's a gradual thing, and you will see like some parts of it this day, and maybe this day it's a little bit worse, and before you know it, you've kind of gone down that road of full blown depression. I'm not going nowhere. I don't want to talk. Leave me alone. Woe is me, that kind of thing. So I did look up some triggers, and so I kind of want to talk about some of those. So here are some of the most common triggers. Like I said, everybody is different. For me, as I was saying earlier, this is crazy, but a disorganized house. I mean, everybody got a little this or that, but I mean, when I walk in the house and like I'm walking in and I see dirty dishes, or I walk in and I see clothes everywhere, and it does something to me. I don't know. Am I the only one that does that? Do y'all do that too, or I don't know if it's a girl, thing. Like, is it limited to females? Shoot, it could be limited to me. Maybe I'm the only one that's kind of special. I don't know, but man, I could do it for a couple of days. But man, if I got some other things going on and I walk into a dirty, dirty house, yeah, that kind of gets me started. I'm not saying I'm depressed because my laundry's not done. No, I'm saying it'll just kind of get me started, not really being in the best of moods. And if you're a person that suffers with depression, there's just some things that are kind of like trigger you to start going down that road, and you'll just continue. Um, some other things that stress me out for me personally, and then I'm gonna go through the list. Um, if I miss sleep, y'all saw the other videos, like the other day when I had missed so much sleep. I can do maybe one day like that, you know. I don't know if it's age or if it's just who I am. I mean, I've talked to my mom about it before, and she's even mentioned that, she has a situation like if she misses her sleep, she ain't the nicest, sweetest person. She's like, I miss my sleep, and that rubbed me the wrong way, or blah blah blah. So I don't know. It could be a family thing. I don't know. Do you do that, or what's some things that you can think about that if you are a person that suffers with depression? What are some things that you kind of that kind of set you off and kind of get you going? Um, Also, financial issues. There was a time in my life where finances was extremely bad, and it was just too much. I think for the most part with me, I can do okay if it's one thing. But if it's like my finances are jacked up, my house is dirty, I've worked too much, too many hours, I've missed sleep, it just all makes this big old monster inside, and I ain't right. Seriously, I'll just break down after a while. Another thing for me is I suffer from lupus, and I don't know, again, this could just be me, but I have chronic pain. And with lupus, it's not like where you're always feeling bad. It's kind of like in cycles. And um, if I'm kind of going through a lupus period, and I go through so many days with this excruciating pain, and I'm not really able to get any relief, after a few days it starts taking its toll on me. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna lose my ever blessed mind, seriously, because you're hurting. Can you imagine just like hurting and nothing, like, no relief? So that also sends me into depression, because when I don't feel good, it's like you've got plans that's now broken. Like maybe somebody was dependent on you, or for me, I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary, and wouldn't you know it, got a flare up like the weekend, like right before the week that we were going to celebrate on that Thursday, and it just sent me into a frizzy, because I had in my mind plans of what I wanted us to do, and you know. I just feel like I wasn't going to be able to do it. And I just feel like I'm such a burden. And my husband didn't sign up for this and all this kind of stuff. He did. When he stood before the preacher and he said, I do, he did. He did to lupus. He did to depression. We all did, you know. We were talking the other day, and he said, my husband said, one thing that I've learned finally in 10 years is we just have to love each other with and through our baggage. And that's so true. Y'all kind of have our own thing. So this is kind of one of the things he has to deal with. And I feel sorry for him because I know it's not easy. To you, babe, for putting up with me. So here are some common triggers that I found on Google. And y'all, I love Google. So just Google some things. If you kind of feel like maybe you are depressed, but you're not really sure. If you are depressed, but you're not really sure what your triggers are, just Google triggers for depression, or for a person who suffers from depression or whatnot. But here's some for you. One is stress, which I talked about that myself. Poor sleep habits. Other medical conditions like my lupus. Job loss, thank you, Lord. Don't have that issue. Financial issues, sexual problems. If I think this is probably more for a man than a female. I don't know, but sexual problems, as in unable to perform. Also, sexual problems like the lack thereof, because you get sexually frustrated. I mean, when you rip and run for a while and it's been a couple of days, my husband already know. He getting a text or a call to say I'm sexually frustrated. He already know. So we just have different things that we have to deal with. When it says sexual problems, it's a combination of things. Overweight, which unfortunately I am. Um, I think that sometimes you start feeling kind of bad about yourself, and you don't think that you're cute, and you don't think that you're desirable or whatever, and that may kind of cause you to kind of slip into depression as well. Life transitions, and I saw that, and I immediately, of course, equated that to death, and that's actually one of mine as well. I went through a terrible, sorry, um, depression when my papa died. Oh my goodness, that was the worst, longest ever. But I did some reading on that, and it was like life transitions is not limited to death. So life transitions could also be like a relationship that's been dissolved, or it could be divorce. So just major life transitions. Um, Alcohol abuse. I was like, oh, I never thought about that. And it was like, how when you drink, and I don't know, when we were in high school, we actually did say this word. It's like, man, you got a buzz, I got a little buzz. Well, the buzz is kind of when you start feeling kind of good after the alcohol, but the alcohol is a downer. I don't know why I can't talk today. Alcohol is a downer. And so once that alcohol starts kind of wearing off, you start feeling sad and depressed again. And that, I believe, I don't know for sure, but I believe that may be why some people are alcoholics. Because it's like you do that, you feel like kind of good, but then you go kind of real down. So you drink again to feel good again. I don't know. Oh, I ain't no doctor. I'm just talking. These are things that I saw on the internet. But the other thing was poor diet, like really bad eating habits. They make you sluggish and slow and miserable. Um, and what else? I think that was it. Stress, other medical conditions, job loss, financial issues, sexual problems, overweight, life transitions, death, divorce, relationships, alcohol abuse, poor diet, poor sleeping habits. That's some of the triggers. That's some of the things that will cause a person to kind of go down that road of depression. Okay, so this is good information. It's helping me to kind of learn more about me and the things that I suffered through. I don't know. It's been a while since I actually sat down and kind of Googled these things and kind of thought them out. And then you have to find what works for you. This works for me too. Um, Lotions that smell really good, candles, um, incense. I burn incense every day, all day, and it's not because what people used to burn incense for. Y'all know I'm in love with Mary J. She's my okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. No, that I burn incense because I like the smell, and I don't know. It just makes me feel good. Hey, y'all, it could be props. I don't really care because you know what? Sometimes, whatever it is that makes you feel good. And then this is pretty cool. I wish I could explain it to you, but I forgot. But this was a gift from my husband a couple of Christmases ago, and it's supposed to kind of help me be positive and think positive. So some people really, 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 really are into the stones, and I really like them because they're cute. I don't know if they really work or not, but I do wear it. So all right, okay, that's it for today. I mean, we were talking about living, immobilizing future episodes, and we're talking about the triggers for depression and kind of what sets us, kind of going down that course. And as promised yesterday, here's my shirt. My husband is better than yours. Queens are born in November. We are I don't know what that means. We are extra tough and eccentric, super sarcastic. We are bold since birth. We'll keep it real. That's me, 100%. Oh, yeah, it's over here. Fiercely loyal until you aren't. We'll beat you at your own game. And there's a whole lot of other stuff. Master of walking away. I'm trying to do better about some of these things on this shirt. I don't know who makes these shirts, y'all. But when I tell you this shirt is me all day, yes, it is. Thank you, hubby. All right, well, I think that's it for today, y'all. Thank you for coming by and hollering at your girl. And I'm really excited because this was day 6. And tomorrow will be day 7, and I hope to see you tomorrow on day 7. I hope these videos are helping for whoever is watching, strangers, friends, whomever. It's helping me. I get excited that I have to do the video. I get excited that I'm hoping that sharing some of these truths will help somebody, and I get excited that I'm doing this for 30 days. I'm going to be consistent and I'm going to stick to it. And that is a big thing for me because I'm working on more consistency in my life and the things that I do. All right, I love y'all. Thank y'all again for coming and checking me out today. And I will see you tomorrow for day 7. This is life spelled out. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you tomorrow in my other new shirt. Don't forget, I have another new shirt from my friend. All right. I holla. Peace.